Hello, Moonbeams. It is time for your daily reading with this backwards box, the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So let's do the usual. Start off with opening the channel and same thing, right? Every time the question is going to be, what is a thing you need to do today to get to your highest self or higher self? Don't mind all that back there. That is a bed frame for a canopy bed. Because why not? I've always wanted a canopy bed. I'm in this period of my life of trying to live more aligned to myself and come back home to myself. And I always wanted a canopy bed. So there you go. I have to put it together. I'm waiting for the electric drill to come in, which it was supposed to come in Saturday, but Amazon, or I'm not going to blame Amazon. I'm going to blame the United States Postal Service because they delivered it to my mailbox, but they didn't. So I had to order a replacement. Anyway, personal stuff aside, as always, break it into three, right? Shuffle it, feel the energy. And what is it that you need to do today to get to your highest self, higher self? Okay. So what we got for me today? I'm definitely feeling it somewhere in here. Yeah, this is it. All right. So, ready for your task for the day, right? It is, actually, I can't see it. Boundaries. Okay, boundaries. Um, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And once again, show the card up. Love the art. Boundaries is a big one. I work in the mental health field, so it comes up a lot in my work and what I do. But let's see what the corresponding book has to say about boundaries. Okay, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You are being called to create clear boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal. But before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. But when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? And the Work Your Light inquiry for this card is, where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? Once again, boundaries is such a big one. And as always, I can take something away from these cards too. I do a pull for you guys and then I do my own pull after. But better boundaries, I think, is something that most of us need. Uh, I am a recovering people pleaser. I have CPTSD, so, and I have a fawn trauma response. So, what that means is essentially, I have had poor boundaries for most of my life, even like recently. Um, and it's important. It's important to have those boundaries with yourself, because if you don't have good boundaries with yourself and with other people, you are going to lose yourself. And that's what happened to me. I lost myself because I kept saying yes to things and I kept pushing things down. I kept trying to pretend to be okay with things when I wasn't. And I never want to get back into a place again where I do lose myself. I am in the recovery of coming home to myself. And Moonbeam, I'm sure this card came up for you because maybe you're in a similar place, right? Maybe you're feeling stretched thin or burnt out, and you're just giving everyone every piece of yourself, but you're not giving yourself what you need. And I like how it also goes into asking, what is it that you really need for this person? So once again, for me, it's a lot of validation. It's a lot of, acceptance. Abandonment wounds, I don't want to be left, right? So doing things to make people happy so they don't abandon me. And hopefully what I'm saying resonates with some of you guys. But it's time to stop that. We're stopping that. We're not doing that anymore. Okay? And it's a process. It's a journey, because once again, I'm on it right now. So I definitely get it, Moonbeam. What is something small you can do today? What is a small boundary you can set for yourself today? Is it leaving work at work and getting off at your end shift time, right? Is it saying no to hanging out with a friend, but because you need to be alone and recharge your own battery? Or is it like a self boundary, right? Do you need to be more active, but you keep holding off on it, and so you have to set that boundary with yourself to do something, to do a little bit. So honor yourself by honoring your boundaries. I hope that message resonates. And as always, Moonbeam, thank you for being here. And thank you for coming home to yourself. And I will see you in the next one.